Hey guys, welcome. First of all, I apologize for the mic quality for the past couple videos. This is the vacation mic that I took with me, but we will be going back to the States in a couple of days and I will be using my studio mic. But as for now, I apologize for the lower quality for the mic. Now, in one of my previous videos this morning, we checked out the slaved weapons for 5 ships in the 4.1 PTU. The Carrack, Reclaimer, Valkyrie, Raft, as well as the A2 Hercules. First correction I want to make is that the C2 does not have a slave weapon to it because it doesn't have the chin gun to begin with. So only the M2 and the A2 that have 2 extra size 4 chin guns together with the 2 size 5s. Now, in this video, I want to bring these ships out to do some combat test, but I don't have a lot of reputations, so I will not have the high level bounty hunting missions. Alright, first ship we're gonna test is the Argo Raft. Let's start with the smallest ship. So the Argo Raft, as I explained in my previous video, it has 2 size 1 hardpoints under the ship, but by default, there is no weapon on it. So you have to put 2 size 1 gun for it. So I put 2 size 1 laser repeaters, and on top, these two are the slaved 2 size 3 guns. So these are cannons. So this is a mixed loadout. I don't have size 1 cannons, so we're just gonna test the cannon and repeater together. And also I'm using keyboard and mouse on my laptop, so let's see how this goes. The maneuverability for the Argo Raft was improved a lot than when it was first released, so it's more maneuverable. So this ship has a lot of potentials because you also have like a 96 ICU of cargo, if I remember correctly, and the cargo are on the outside. The only thing lacking is a pilot-controlled tractor beam. If you have a pilot-controlled tractor beam in the back of the ship, wow, this ship is going to be a perfect little ship. Also, in my previous video, one viewer is asking, do these guns have gimbal? So I'm gonna press G, enter gimbal mode. Yes, I believe so. You have gimbal for this weapon. So, oh, the ship scared my enemy. He just crashed into the rock and died. So much for the combat test. The enemy is a razor, so I'm using gimbal mode. Fire. Oh, very difficult to fight the smaller ships. This is the Hornet. Yeah, this is the problem because I have 2 different types of weapons. It's not really effective. So I'm gonna just use the normal mode without the gimbal. Okay, now I'm hitting my target. Hornet shield is down. My shield is down, but I am an Argo Raft. I am tanky. Okay, I'm hitting it with a cannon. My targeting pip keeps switching between targets. Is that something wrong, or is it a new thing or a bug? Yeah, I feel like my cannon is not hitting the target. Only my 2 size 1's hitting the target. Oh, target destroyed. Nice. So when I destroy the target, the ship name still says ship name. It doesn't give me the serial number. So I'm gonna completely destroy it. There we go. Now, targeting the main target. This is a razor. My cannon. Oh, cannon hits. Good hits. Nice. Target destroyed. Wow, nice. This ship flies like a heavy fighter with 2 size 1 and 2 size 3s. But be sure to use the same type of weapons because you jump from size 1 to size 2. It's really hard to match the target pip. But it's quite powerful. With if you put 2 size 1 and 2 size 3 laser cannons, it's quite powerful. Besides, the cannon has been increased from 15 to 25 for each capacitor if you give full power to weapon. Next ship, the Envo Valkyrie. 2 size 3 and 2 size 4. Now, with 2 size 3 and 2 size 4s, the Valkyrie has the same amount of pilot firepower as the Redeemer. But the Valkyrie shield is a little shy. 4 size 2 shield. We got some light fighters. Maneuverability is not as great. Oh, look at the amount of firepower.
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed! This is nice. You can definitely use this ship to do some VHRT and ERT missions with 100 SCU of cargo grid that you can take a lot of cargo. Nice! Target destroyed. Okay, next ship. It's another Hornet. Fire. Oh, okay. Try gimbal mode. Gimbal mode is good. Very good. Target destroyed. Nice. Another ship. It's a Nomad. Let's gimbal this Nomad. Beautiful. Wow. So much firepower for the Valkyrie. I'm glad I kept this ship. I have not been using this ship for many patches, but I think it's time to dust it off. Compared with the Redeemer has 6 size 2 shields, right? The Valkyrie has 4 size 2 shields. But of course, the hull HP is less. For the Valkyrie, the hull HP is 44,000 hit points. For the Redeemer is 66.7 thousand. But this is such a more useful ship because of the cargo space. You can take an Ursa rover, medical Ursa. You have 100 SCU of cargo that you can snap to the grid. Wow, what a beautiful and useful ship the Valkyrie is going to be in the 4.1. Now, I said this in the beginning of the video. I will say this again. For the Hercules, only the M2 and A2 have the slaved guns. The C2 does not have the bottom turret. So the C2 has only 2 size 5. But the M2 and A2 will have 2 size 5 and 2 size 4. This ship now is close to the firepower of the Constellation as well as the Drake Corsair. But for the M2 Hercules, you will have a lot more cargo than the A2 Hercules. But the A2 will have 1 extra size 3 shield than the Hercules M2. And of course, you also have the Moab bombs on the A2. And for this mission, the target is only small ships. Oh, this is M50 Interceptor. This is nightmare. Okay, switching to gimbal mode. Let's see.
Contact.
It's not tracking very well. Oh, come on! I keep losing the target lock. The ship is too stealthy.
Target destroyed.
Oh, finally!
Target destroyed.
Oof, that M50 Interceptor is a nightmare. So, this ship is not good to fight interceptors. For bigger ships, this Hercules will have more advantage, especially with extra 2 size 4 guns. Alright, next ship will be the Envo Carrack. The Envo Carrack has only 2 size 4 slaved guns. So even the pilot can control these 2 guns, it's still not a lot of firepower for a huge ship like this. But at least the pilot now has guns that can defend itself. Alright, target is right there. It's a Terrapin. The gimbal is pretty good for these guns on these big ships. Oh, nice. For the top guns on the Carrack, if you have a Toby eye tracker, or if you hold Z, you can look left and right on your cockpit, and then you can still shoot like this. Because the top turret has 360 degrees of angle. So you can see, you can still hit the target like this, even a little bit toward the back. If you're using gimbal mode, of course. I'm hitting the target even at this angle. And this angle as well.
Target destroyed.
Finally, target destroyed. Took a while though, even with 2 size 4. But the good thing about the guns on the Carrack is you have a very good firing angle with gimbal mode on. However, I think in order for the Carrack to be fully combat effective, you really need extra gunners to man both the side turret and the bottom turret. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the last ship, the Reclaimer. The Reclaimer now has 4 size 3 pilot controlled guns right here. Will these be useful? Personally, I think if you are taking the Reclaimer out, is mostly for salvage. So with pilot controlled guns, it's better to protect yourself. However, if you are taking this ship for the purpose of bounty hunting or VHRT, ERT missions, that might not be that useful. So let's go bounty hunting. Contact. Oh, it's Argo Mo. Reclaimer versus the Mo. I'm getting attacked somewhere else. It's a Saber.
Weapon systems online.
Yeah, I don't see the target pip. Some bug right here. Okay, I just need to look for the cross to turn green. They really need to increase the maneuverability for the Saber. I can easily target the Saber with the Reclaimer.
Kill.
And destroy it. Ooh, I have to say, it's pretty good. Well, I think because Argo Mo is not maneuverable, so I'm hitting on target. Like 90% of the time. But I'm not taking his shield down. Yeah, something's weird here. He's taking hull damage, but
Shields under fire.
he has full shield on. I think there's some kind of desync here.
Kill.
Okay, enemy destroyed. Now, I can mount it. Or ram it. Oh! Well, so far I really like the Reclaimer. Maybe you can use the Reclaimer to do some of VHRT and ERT missions, and then after that, you can salvage the ship. That might be a really profitable thing to do. Alright, so we have combat tested all these 5 ships. Now here's a little summary. I think, personal opinion, the most useful slaved ships is the Anvil Valkyrie. The firepower is increased dramatically, and also this ship itself is very useful with its big cargo space. You also have extra turrets, top and bottom, that you can multi-crew it. So the Anvil Valkyrie can be a hot selling ship in the coming Invictus. The Argo raft is also very useful. This ship actually has a lot of potential because of its outside cargo area, 96 SU, and with 2 extra size 3 guns, it becomes a powerful little cargo ship or bounty hunting ship with the increased maneuverability. Now, for the Hercules A2 and M2, that's definitely a plus with 2 size 4 guns the pilot can control. This is going to be another very useful, especially heavy hitters for VHRT, ERT missions, for cargos. If you're using the A2, you have 1 extra size 3 shield. If you're using the M2, you have a lot of extra storage. And again, the C2 does not have the slaved guns. Now, for the Anvil Carrack, it's nice to have the 2 size 4 slaved guns, but in order to be fully combat effective, you still need turret gunners. But the gimbal mode on this ship is especially good. You can fire at the angles on the far left or the far right. Now, for the Aegis Reclaimer, this ship needs to be tested more in real combat because this is a salvage ship and the pilot now has 4 size 3 guns. Maybe you can do some VHRT and ERT missions and then salvage those ships solo and make extra money that way. So the value of the reclaimer is also increased dramatically with these slaved guns. Now, what's needed are the slaved guns for our Retaliator, Anvil Hurricane, RSI Scorpius, as well as our Polaris. But Polaris, like many viewers said, is already very powerful. So I don't see the Polaris can have pilot-controlled guns. However, as this viewer said, I think there are two things to keep in mind here. Number one, this might be a middle road before blades. And I totally agree. Why CIG suddenly do this is probably to test the blades. So if that's true, then the AI blades might come sooner than we thought. And number two, well, yes, this does make the ship more soloable. It also just reduces crew count if you are multi-crew and makes ship-to-ship combat easier even in a fully crewed ship. This change is especially good for the Reclaimer in my humble opinion, because even when you crew that thing, you generally don't crew the turret unless you just have extra people. Yes, we shall see how the Reclaimer truly turn out when 4.1 goes to live.